Hey there everybody, Arlos here from Ice Games, bringing you episode 98 of my Guild Wars 2 Necromancer Let's Play with Van Lessa here, hanging out back in the dry top here, back in dry top here, as if I never left and did a bunch of little things. So if you guys remember, I did, probably right before this one went up, I put up a little video showing some of the mail I'd received and all that fun jazz. I got a nice little a new little chalice item here. Actually, we can kind of, if I pop this out, you can see it. I don't have that equipped. There we go. Nice little chalice here. I've kind of switched up my skills a little bit too. As you can see here, I've kind of gone for a more. I got rid of Shroud, mainly because I don't have a lot of the Shroud abilities unlocked yet. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well save that for when I get a chance to unlock that stuff. And I switched it for Soul Reaping because I wanted to try out the Spectral abilities. I didn't really use them before so much. So we got Spectral Armor. It gives me Life Force when I take damage. I've got Spectral Grasp that pulls enemies to me, and all nearby foes get chilled, and I gain Life Force. I also have Spectral Walk, so I create a shadowy tethered and become Spectral, getting Life Force. When struck, and I can return to the initial position if I want to, which is kind of cool. And I even tried, I'm even going to try Lich form here. So I assume the form of a Lich for a brief time. Entering this form removes all other spectral effects and gain Life Force when this skill ends. So I also grabbed Increased Might. I got Increased Might from Life Force generated. Increase the amount of Life Force generated from skills. Getting Life Force grants you Might. So every time I get Life Force, so I get Life Force from this, and I get Life Force from this, I get Might from that. So that's pretty awesome. Shroud skill 1 now does Vulnerability, and over here it also gives Burning. So I'm doing Vulnerability and Burning on my Shroud skill 1 here, which is super awesome. Let's hop out of that. I also gain Life Force as I take damage, or for lesser Spectral Armor. Gain lesser Spectral Armor when your health falls below a threshold. So as soon as I go below 50% health, I start getting protection, and I gain Life Force, which is kind of cool. And skills, our Spectral skills gain reduced recharge time and last longer, gain Life Force with use. And maximum Life Force increased, deal more damage when above the Life Force threshold. So as soon as, if I'm above 50% Life Force, I do 10% more damage, which is kind of nice. And I also changed a couple of my vampiric, or my blood magic skills, or specializations. So instead of having vampiric rituals, which do stuff with wells, because I don't have any wells except for my healing one, I now have Unholy Mortar. So entering Shroud transfers conditions from allies to me, and exiting Shroud consumes conditions currently on me and converts them to Life Force. So I get more Life Force if I do that. And then I also changed this one from Ritual of Life to Quickening Thirst, so increase movement speed above the threshold. Dagger skills recharge faster if activated while above the health threshold. So if I activate them when I'm above 75%, that means that they're going to have a 33% reduced recharge rate. So I did switch to a dagger and a focus here. So that's what I got going on. I've got, go to my equipment here. I've got Pack Dirk, and I've got the Chalice of the Gods in one hand. So that's what I got going on here, guys. So let's continue on here. I also had some comments from last episode. I'm gonna be honest, guys. It looks like the consensus is that the fight with Aaron is really bad. Apparently I didn't do so bad as you guys were saying, but none of you guys seem to really enjoy that fight so much. I don't know why. Don't know why you would enjoy that fight. Oh gosh, it was pretty annoying. Probably one of the worst fights boss fights I've had so far. This series, that's for sure. But Aphonic, you're saying that if I'm going to do a video about items, to remember to get the the common unidentified gear that you gave me. I did remember that. I think I forgot to record the end of it where I showed all that stuff off. So I'll be showing some of that off with the Ranger, actually, to be honest. So thank you again for that. And you also let me know that the commemorative sprockets can only be gotten from Season 1 memory boxes, so I can't get any more. But you know what? Just in case, never know what's going to happen, I'm just going to keep saving them up. You never know. You never know what's going to happen in the future. That's for sure. And then you're also saying that the fight with Aaron was one of your least favorites. Very annoying. And yeah, breaking his shield with that aspect was kind of not so fun. But apparently I hit a button here. That's what I do sometimes. So thank you, Aphonic, for that. Banjo saying you need to send me something. You know, guys don't have to send me anything. I do appreciate it, but you guys don't need to. I can find stuff on my own. Don't worry. But I do enjoy the minis. Also, again, if you guys, well, that's a pretty awesome little outfit going on here. If you guys do see anything in the guild bank, you guys feel free to grab it. But that's what that's there for. I'll probably go back and grab some of the stuff that I don't have already. But yeah, you guys can send me stuff. I'm not going to say no to it, but don't feel like you guys have to at all. So Banjo Joe Dots, that's perfectly fine. Whoop, we got a sandstorm going on here. Also got one from Miguel, another awesome and a very, very long comment here. So Miguel talking about how Aaron was one of the most annoying enemies. Yes, he is. He's saying I fought well, so thank you for that. But I need to get some Scourge abilities. So your comment about me getting Scourge abilities is part of the reason why I decided to rebuild my Necromancer a little bit. Decided, you know what, I might as well try some different things out, because I decided the next few episodes I'm going to try to do, try out different combinations of things, kind of feel what I like, so that I can figure that all out. So that's the plan. For the next little while, I'll be switching up my abilities and weapons I'm using and stuff like that. But thank you, Miguel, for your awesome comment. Anonymous saying to play the Halloween event. I've been playing it a little bit. I do have enough recorded that I'm going to do a little video about that. Should be up fairly soon. My plan is to have it up tomorrow, but that is the plan. I'm really liking the Halloween event. I do love it. I haven't really gotten much of the items from it yet, but I'll do a video kind of showing all the stuff I got from the fun Halloween event. That's pretty cool. Hello, Arid Devourer. Let's take you out while you are here. And I finished reading our awesome comment from oh my gosh, there's a couple of them here. I have to actually pay attention. 7-9, you're saying that's your first time, or finally time, and you used to comment. The Aaron fight is kind of annoying. But you will get used to it. It took you 15 minutes your first time, and it got easier after that. And then, sadly, Season 1 is a weird mix of Season 1 mechanics and replayability. Dry Top is a small village. Apparently it didn't have these vines and stuff before, but now it does, which is actually where we're heading. We've got to go start a little mission. So it's kind of interesting that it's kind of like that, so which is kind of cool. So thank you 797, thank you Anonymous, thank you Miguel, thank you Banjo Joe Dots, and thank you Aphonic for all your awesome comments. I'm going to quickly start this new quest before things get a little too crazy with the dust storm and whatnot. So let's head up here, and it looks like I'm heading inside here, and I'm going to talk with this Char here. So I have to return to the town of Prosperity to continue your search for answers. So let's talk to the residents of the nearby town. What do you have to say there, buddy? So, gone, all gone, I'm ruined. What happened here? Giant vines and hostile plant things tore this place apart. They killed most of my regulars. I'm sorry this happened to you. Oh, darn. So sorry to bother you with this, but have you seen any strange Savari around here? Sure, but she was gone long before all this happened. She was a creepy one, though. Rolled into town with a huge load of crates and bought a place to hole up in. She? I'm looking for a male. In that case, haven't seen him. This other one, though, she kept to herself, and we let her be. You should have seen her with those crazy red stalks growing out of her head. Wait, really? You, who know more about her? Ask around. If anyone's left to ask, maybe someone in town actually tried talking to her. When there was still a town here, I mean. Thanks for the information. So let's keep talking with some of the townspeople here. Figure out what's going on. Bloop, 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 bloop. And what do you have to say, Gregor?
Huh.
So, the gods. Look what they did to him. That could have been me. What about those things? We're trying to figure that out. You know any female Savari who came here? I remember her. She came around asking about ruins herself. Said she heard something about the mine in some magical underground river or something. She was looking for it. I told her that if we hit an underground river, we'd abandon the mine. On account of how they tend to flood everything without notice and miners drown. That didn't discourage her. Did she find it? The underground river? No idea. All I know is she was looking for something. She had excavation equipment in her crates. Maybe she found it and it carried her away. I don't know. Thanks. Let's see if there's someone else to talk to in the town here. Ooh, zoom that in. Zoom that out too far. Looks like Davdina wants to talk.
There, stranger.
So I've got that look in your eye. What do you need? Information on a Sylvari who lived here? I wouldn't say she lived here, just came and went. Moved equipment through here. She'd go into her room and wouldn't come out for days, sometimes weeks. Do you know who she was? Some engineer who obsessed all over, some engineer with obsession all over here. Far as I know, she never said more than 3 words to anyone, and only if she needed food or supplies. So, what was she doing here? No idea. There are others around who know more than I do. I keep my distance from her while she was around. Thanks. Well, I'm going to talk to the guy right beside you here, or the lady right beside you here. So that came out of nowhere. I'm fine. I'm assessing the situation. What do you need? I just want directions, actually, to the mysterious Sylvari's room. Ha! I think you think I'm breaking in and looting her place? Not recommended. That one took personal security to a whole new level. Do you know who she was? She wasn't the friendly type, despite those pricky red pigtail flowers on her head. None of us figured she had anything worth the risk. We want to take a look. Where is it? Right over there. Remember, I warned you. Thanks. Alright, so let's head in here. So let's enter the instance. Oh, I think this was the little room I went into before. Possibly. Trying to remember. Let's see here. So, talk to Bram, Tammy, and Rox. So let's talk to Rox here. So I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too. The scary Sylvari was Scarlet. Exactly. But are we sure? What else could it be? It all adds up. So what do you want to do about it? That door is going to be trapped. We proceed with caution. And Bram here. Oh, what are we waiting for? We're all sure it's Scarlet who was in here. Did you hear that char by the well? I heard, but we'll have to be careful. It could be trapped. You stand back. I'll break it down. No, Bram. Not so fast. What does Roxy say? She thinks, and I agree that we need to get in there safely. All right. Yeah, I like Scruffy here. So seriously, we don't have a key. I say bust it down. I'll have Scruffy do it. If you don't, it's got to be one of her. Oh, it's got to be one of her lairs. So we're all in agreement. Stay near Golem. The door may be trapped. All right. So let's examine the door.
Stay by me, Timey.
Crackling magic creates a steady hum. Around this door, it's locked, and the threat is clear. So I'd had to best approach it. I guess I just attacked the door. Cool. Wait for our friends to group here. We all good to go? Where's everybody else? Oh. Gonna walk inside? Okay, I'm down with that. Oh, Frostbite's tripping. What's up?
All clear.
Can you tell? Is it really Scarlet's room? What?
Alright, we're in here. Bram, you coming too, buddy? Why are you, Bram?
Scruffy, come, stay on guard. Come on, Bram, get in here.
Why are you, Bram? Where'd Bram go? Oh, there he is. Okay. We'll watch past me here. I didn't notice him.
My fur is crawling. Let's get out of here.
Looks like the villagers were right. Scarlet was here.
The dust in here is thick, and these plants are all but dead. She definitely hasn't been here in a long time.
Ooh,
Look!
there's Marjorie.
This is a historical find.
Careful now. You'll pop a gasket.
She hasn't been here in a very long time. This, and that great Glarg!
Language.
Sorry, I didn't know you spoke Etten.
What is this
What do you say we
place?
break open some of these crates? One good whack with my mace and...
No! Be careful. You could destroy something extremely valuable.
We should probably report this find to somebody. Ellen Keel, perhaps?
No, are you crazy? You can't tell anybody. anybody. They'd come and take it all away. I need time.
What do you need time for? You don't need to be digging in this old junk.
It is not junk.
Scarlet's dead. Let's let sleeping dragons lie.
I
Glad
found
that's
something
over.
interesting over here. Come and
Okay,
see.
let's talk to Casimir. So look at this book and tell me what you think. Okay. Let's look at the book.
At least now we know where she got
The nature of
inspiration for
dragons.
that weird hairdo.
So read more, or should I say the dragons of nature? Yes, dragons have long been thought to be as much a part of Tyria as the sun, moon, land, and seas. No one, not even the dwarves, know how long they've been here. The Jotun and the Norn both have lingering stories passed down through the generations about the last rise of the dragons. Most of the scholars give these tales little credit, unfortunately. You okay there, buddy? As much as time has passed, it was over 10,000 years ago that the dragons last returned to their slumber. The very existence of these tales, however, indicates that the dragons have awakened at least twice in history. Ancient documents found now in the Droman Priory's collection reveal accounts passed down by other races such as the powerful seers and even the human gods themselves. Oh, apparently the dragons have been around a lot longer than we thought. So isn't this fascinating? We hear dragon stories all our lives, but they're usually fairy tales or stories intended to keep young children from misbehaving. I never thought of them as part of nature. There are ancient elder dragons, after all. Is this an indication? Scarlet's research into the dragons started early. I wonder what it was that attracted her to studying them. The power, perhaps. It seems to be a theme with her. Yes, but you're probably right. But she wanted knowledge too, answers to life's biggest questions. She seems to have recognized early on that the dragons were part of something more. Something universal, yes.
She must have been young when she was here. It looks like she was still a student.
I will have a more distinct conclusion later, but my preliminary assessment is that, yes, we're seeing remnants of her early years.
Look at this. How long ago would you say Scarlet was here? It looks like she was already studying ley lines.
Not surprising. She was well ahead of her peers. We Asura have been studying them for decades.
But you didn't know much about them.
They are elusive.
Is this what I think it is? It looks like ley lines. What do you think?
All right, let's talk to Marjorie here. Look at this drawing and tell me what you think of it. Okay. So let's interact with the drawing here. These hand-drawn images is more symbolic than literal. It shows the world as a machine with various moving parts. The pale tree sits at its heart. Huh. Let's talk to Marjorie again. So, though crude, it's strangely beautiful, don't you agree? What do you think? Or do you think Scarlet made it? Maybe. It looks like it represents Tyria. Tyria, if you're a Savari, the pale tree is at the center. Didn't I hear that Scarlet strangled the pale tree into some vision she had? She definitely had a love-hate relationship with the pale tree.
Do you think she was evil back then?
She was misunderstood.
She had to have always been evil. You don't suddenly turn evil overnight.
What about the branded? They did. They got corrupted.
Good point.
Hey, watch it with that tail.
Hey, Frostbite. You're looking awful cute.
Oh, it's a steam minotaur!
Ow! Do you mind?
Inside voice, please, Tiny.
Timmy, you sound like a harpy.
Yeah, but did you see?
I see.
You're not even looking!
She's so adorable. All right, so let's talk to Amy. Do you see it? Do you see? Do you see it? Do you see? It's a steam minotaur. I see. Look at the steam minotaur. So a particularly dismembered steam minotaur. So the steam creature may have been her prototype. It has flaws. What do you mean flaws? Oh, I couldn't possibly explain it in terms you'd understand. You'll just have to trust me, if you say so.
No one's ever going to be able to decipher Scarlet's chicken scratchings. What is all this Asuran googly mook anyway? These symbols and things make me nervous.
Those are alchemagical symbols. I'm not exactly sure what they mean either, but I'll figure it out with time.
Okay, let's talk to Rox then. So it looks like it was her diary. Take a look and tell me what you think. Okay. Let's look at her diary. Okay, interact. So, dear diary, writing longhand is for the birds. I've discovered a device of Fissurian origin that will allow me to record my journal from this point forward. Read on. Do not think that I'm ungrateful to you, but I must continue to evolve at every moment. The future awaits us all, and I plan to be amazing when it comes. Go on. This will be my last entry in this ink-splattered student, or as an ink-splattered student. Starting tomorrow, I'm a researcher, and an engineer, and a visionary. I confess to a mixture of feelings and a mixture of fear and excitement. I believe I've found one of the mythical ley lines, and if I can study it, well, my understanding of Tyrion's inner workings could increase in leaps and bounds. Who knows what the future will hold? Apparently we do. I've never been very magic-minded, and both Omend and Scarlet were crazy. To think that they could see the whole of the world in one moment is ridiculous. Perhaps it's true, the mind is a powerful tool. Yeah, and some people don't use theirs enough. Wishful thinking won't get you to the through.
I think it's time to go. I've got more important things to do.
You do, maybe, but I don't. This is the biggest day of my life. Look at all this Scarlet paraphernalia.
I agree with Bram.
You would. Look, you guys can go, but I'm not leaving. I need to document all this. I can use this to write the thesis that will make me famous.
I don't know.
She'll be okay. She's in a village. She's got a golem.
I guess it'll be okay. We'll be back for you later, Squeak. If you run into any trouble, find a Zephyrite. They can be trusted.
I will. Now stop worrying and let me get to work.
Let's get out of here, Bram. Between the dust and the weirdness, I'm done.
You be careful, kid. We'll be back later.
What about Marjorie and
I'm
Casimir?
ready. Let's go.
Okay. We're all going.
Tiny, stay out of trouble. We'll be back soon.
Timey, stay out of trouble. Oh, I gotta talk to you again. Okay. So, hang on a second. There's a mention here of a miner who found a ley line hub that Scarlet was looking for. I wonder if she's still here. Maybe you could go see? She's a Norn named Tosca. What are you gonna do? I'm staying here. Do you realize the historical significance of this find? Not to mention the salvaging rights. I'll be writing papers, treatises, and dissertations until I'm 80. I don't get the thrill. Well, no, of course you won't, being you. But for Nasura, this is the find of a lifetime. I was fated to be the one who discovered it. You were fated? Yes, I knew from the first moment I heard about her that Scarlet's fate and mine would be intertwined, and now I shall be her biographer. I only wish I'd have a chance to speak with her. What do you think she was doing out here? My developing belief is that she found a ley line hub somewhere in this area. All the evidence points to it. I'm quite sure she was performing research at it and on it. It's so exciting. I hope we find it.
Scruffy, I need my supplies.
Okay, so I got... Oh. Come on, Scruffy. Oh, dropped her supplies here. So we gotta...
Oh, look!
I see this is gonna be a lot of... Oh. Hello. You aren't you? Hey, I have one of those. Now, if I go to miniatures, I've got a mini holographic one right here. Look at that. Now you guys can talk. No? Okay, cool. Let's actually switch those up again. I'm going to switch to... Which one do I want to use? I want to go back to my little green raptor hatchling for now. I might change it up again soon. Let's exit here and find and talk to the miner that we want to talk to. Where are you? Are you inside here? Find and talk to Tosca the miner. Yeah, gosh, there's vines all over this place. Hopefully, I guess it wasn't always like this. This is kind of a newer development. It's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Let's come and talk to the miner here. See what you have to say. Yeah, I was in here already looking for stuff. I think I talked to you guys already. Let's talk with you again. So, you lost? No, I'm looking for a miner named Tosca. I have questions about the ley line hub. You found her. That's what that strange Savari female called the pocket of magical energy I tapped when I was digging out in the waste beyond town. I don't want to go anywhere near that. Maybe, but I still like to know the story. I was mining copper and broke through into an inner chamber in the rock. Suddenly a bright light blinded us all. We didn't go any deeper, too dangerous, but changed the direction of our digging. You told the Savari woman about this? Yes, and you should seen her light up. It was as if I was Tix and Tox, delivering a special toy just for her. Where was this pocket of magical energy? Out west of town, by the tunnel cave in just after, but the tunnel caved in just after I told the Savari what we found. I always suspected she collapsed it and dug her own way in. You should find her and ask her about it. Can't. She dead. She dead. Ooh, new event nearby. I finished that. Cool. So let's see here. Lumps of raw amorite, bag of geodes, zephyrite lockpick, some dragonite ore, and a deluxe gearbox. That's
another personal victory.
Ooh, what do we got going on here? Let's see. Oh, I got a mastery point. Gates of Magna episode complete. Oh, Gates of Magna was now complete. Oh, so let's view in the journal quickly. So we finished the gates of Maguma. So we finished that. So it's going to be Entanglement is going to be the next one. So I have to alert from Bram. So I'm going to check my mail to meet back in Prosperity. Let's quickly take a look to see what we got though. We got a reward here. So Scarlet's box of desert knickknacks. Odds and ends Scarlet collected during her time in Drytop. So let's accept that. And we also get a mastery point earned, which is awesome. I've almost actually leveled this up enough to get that. So I've got 19 mastery points now. Take a quick look at our inventory here. So let's deposit the materials. Yes. Let's salvage these.
Oh, shiny.
Get some pieces of amorite. Let's deposit that. In the gearbox, we get some stuff I can't use. So let's just get rid of that. Deposit that. I'm going to put you down here quickly. Is that? Yeah, I can deposit that. Okay, good. And let's see what I get in Scarlet's box of desert knickknacks. Ooh, you've acquired an item that can be used to open locked chests. To see how many you have, open the wallet panel from your inventory. What item is that? Was it Zephyrite lockpicks? Is that what you mean? Ooh. Ooh, this looks kind of cool. Oh, that's a cool looking sword. I am definitely going to keep you. You're not as good. You're not as good. Got some obsidian shards. Yeah, I think what I got was some... Guess what I got was these Zephyrite lockpicks. Used to obtain buried treasure chests in Drytop. These chests are only visible during sandstorms. Chests can contain armor, weapons, rare skins, recipes, amorite, and more. Oh, okay. So I gotta remember next time there's a sandstorm to check that out. See if I can find anything there. That's what I want to take a quick look here. Focus, not as good as I currently have. Because those obsidian shards, I'll drop those. Bloop, bloop. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one on you. And that one on you. There we go. And deposit all materials. Definitely gonna keep this sword for someone because it looks awesome. I just want to look at how cool this looks. I love the detail down here. Let's go. What are your stats like? Though level 76. Let's unlock the skin. That way I can at least use it somewhere else. So a Crichton steel or sword. I'll put you right here for now. Close that. A quick look at our mail here. So meet back in Prosperity. Word reached me of some trouble in Drytop. Prosperity was just attacked. I'm heading there to check out Timmy. Let's meet up and see if the kid's okay. Wolf guide you. Excellent. That is going to be something for next episode though, guys. So we're going to start that whole quest the start of next episode. So if you guys don't forget, guys, if you guys yeah, I'm gonna end this one here. So if you guys like what you see, hit that like, subscribe button. If you guys don't like what you see, hit that dislike button too. Not a lot of combat going on this episode. Kind of more of a setting up the next little things. We're gonna check on Timmy in the town of Prosperity. We'll be doing that next time. So until next time, guys, keep your stick on the ice.